The sun was unforgiving that afternoon, glowing like molten metal above a quiet suburban street in Oak Ridge. Birds perched on power lines. Kids rode bicycles lazily, laughing, unaware of the storm about to rip the sky open. And in the middle of that peaceful street, Marcus Hill stood frozen beside his midnight blue sedan. His hands were raised. His eyes trembled. His breath barely made it past his lips. To the left of him, a white FMEU tactical van screeched sideways, tires spitting dust like smoke. On the right, another van boxed him in, headlights blazing so bright they washed the color out of the world. Car doors slammed. Boots pounded asphalt. Agents in black vests rushed Marcus like wolves circling wounded prey. Behind them, not far, Oak Ridge police cruisers sealed off the street. Red and blue lights flickered across his face like a heartbeat. Officer Ray, tall, square-jawed, hand always too close to the trigger, stepped forward and aimed his weapon. Marcus Hill, do not move. Ray barked, but Marcus wasn't moving. He couldn't. He didn't even understand what was happening. FMEU agents screamed orders all at once, overlapping, contradicting, confusing, designed to intimidate, not to guide. Neighbors peeked out through blinds. Mothers pulled children indoors. Phones lifted, recording silently, capturing the moment the world tilted. And far in the distance, a shadow broke away from a cluster of trees. A lone figure. Slow, precise, almost invisible. Anthony Holt, Marcus's brother. The one everyone thought had left town months ago. The one tied to more secrets than the system could ever digest. And in the sunlight, unbelievably, the faintest red sniper dot shimmered on Officer Ray's forehead. The day was boiling hot, but the air turned cold. Marcus was supposed to be dropping off documents at the courthouse. That was it. Simple. He had testified 2 weeks earlier in a case involving a corrupt construction company exploiting migrant workers. He did not expect fallout. He did not expect danger. He was wrong. That morning, the FMEU database had quietly flagged a potential irregularity in his immigration paperwork, the same paperwork that had been perfectly valid for years. The flag wasn't accidental. Someone wanted him off the board. Someone wanted his voice silenced. Someone powerful. And they sent the wolves. When you're black in America, danger doesn't always come kicking the door down. Sometimes it comes disguised in paperwork. Sometimes it comes wearing a badge. Sometimes it comes in the middle of a sunny afternoon, when the world least expects it. Back in the present, Marcus dropped slowly, palms trembling. No sudden moves. An FMEU sergeant shouted. Another agent, helmet visor down, circled him like prey. Officer Ray looked irritated, like Marcus had inconvenienced his lunch break. Then came the words that made Marcus's blood run cold. Subject is cleared for immediate extraction. Extraction. Not arrest. Not questioning. Extraction meant disappearing people, moving them off the grid before lawyers, family, or the truth could catch up. Wait, wait. Marcus pleaded. I haven't done anything. I got my documents. I'm a witness in a state case. Quiet. An agent hissed. You shouldn't have testified. Anthony knelt behind a patch of tall weeds 70 yards away. He wasn't supposed to be here. But when he heard what was happening, when a contact in the courthouse slipped him a message saying Marcus's file had been tampered with, he ran. He'd spent months staying off the radar. But this was family. And Anthony didn't miss long-distance shots. He lined up Ray's forehead in his scope, breathing slow. If he twitches that trigger, if he so much as jerks that arm. Anthony whispered. But he hesitated. Not out of fear. Out of calculation. Because once he fired, the world would change forever. A small boy, no older than 9, watched from a porch across the street. He clutched a Batman action figure to his chest. Mom, he whispered, why are they doing that to him? His mother pulled him close. Because some people don't see us as people, she murmured. 2 FMEU agents grabbed Marcus by the arms. He didn't resist. He couldn't even breathe. He kept thinking of his daughter, his mother, his little brother Anthony, who he believed was long gone. Please, Marcus whispered. I didn't do anything. Officer Ray leaned in close, smirking. That's the thing, Ray muttered. Truth don't matter. Only paperwork. Marcus shook with fear. But before he could respond, A voice cut through the air like a knife. Let him go. Everyone froze. Anthony walked into the open. Slow. Measured. One hand up. One hand still holding the rifle by the strap. Officer Ray's face drained of color. You, Ray whispered. The FMEU sergeant stiffened. You said he'd left the state. He was supposed to, Ray muttered. Anthony's eyes locked on Marcus. Get your hands off my brother. The tension thickened. The whole street went silent. Even the sun seemed to pause. FMEU agents lifted rifles. Police tightened their aim. Ray yelled, Anthony Holt, you are wanted for obstruction of a federal investigation. Anthony cut him off. You mean the investigation you buried? Ray froze. Neighbors gasped. And suddenly the truth slipped into the open. The case Marcus had testified in. The case about migrant labor abuse. The case tied to illegal political donations. Ray was part of it. And Marcus had unknowingly exposed the wrong people. The sergeant shouted, Take them both. But before a single agent could move, a loud boom shook the street. A smoke canister landed between Marcus and the agents, erupting into a thick black cloud. Screams, shouting, chaos. When the smoke cleared, Marcus was gone. Anthony was gone. Vanished. Cars were overturned. Agents were coughing. The boy dropped his Batman toy. Officer Ray clutched his radio, screaming for backup. And the entire world seemed to ask the same question. Asterisk asterisk who took them? And why? Asterisk asterisk. The sun blazed overhead, bright and merciless, as if watching everything unfold. To be continued.